everybody watching the Haunt channel, and it has been a couple months since I made a video, and the reason because of that is, well, two reasons is, number one, I was just really busy with school, so that took a lot of my time up, and second of all, I really had no content to upload, but, you know, now that it's summer, I'm back, so I'll try to get a couple videos out there here and there before the whole Halloween season kicks off. And I decided, you know, I just got this package, so why not come back with an unboxing? And I actually just received this. This one actually comes from Jaden Wright, better known as Jaden the Haunter on YouTube. So let's go ahead and open this up. Now, the item I have in here, I've actually never seen this particular thing in person, so this will be pretty exciting. This one actually came, well, it was a part of a series of props, which once I open this, I will get into it and explain what exactly that series is. Alright, so I got the package open, so let's go ahead and open this. Try to review so we can both see it. See it right in there. Let me get it out. So, what this is a Morbid Industries Zombaby Eyeris. So if you're not familiar with what Zombabies are, this is basically a little product line that Morbid offered when they were known as Morbid Industries. It was a series of zombie type babies that would, you know, they're all latex props and they hang. It has a little hanger on the top so you can hang it. There were several ones in the series. I think there was about like 12 or 13 of them that existed, and I actually have a couple, some of which included a clown, a Frankenstein, a gargoyle, a couple devils, vampire, werewolf, all sorts of things. But this one we have is Eyeris Zombaby, and it's basically just a zombie girl. There weren't really too much zombies in the series, although they were all just different kind of like monster type babies, but they call them the Zombabies. So yeah, Eyeris here depicts a zombie girl, and she has seen better days. Her eyeball is hanging out there, and she has a little doll in her hands. Now, a fun fact about this one is, this is actually kind of a more well-known item, is Tabletop Eyeris by Morbid Enterprises. It was a little girl who kneeled down and her head spun, and she held a lollipop, I believe. But so before she came out, the animated one, we had the static one, and then when Morbid turned into Morbid Enterprises, they made an animated version of Eyeris, so that was Tabletop Eyeris. This one came first, so yeah, that's basically what they based the prop off of. And now I will say, out of all the Zombabies there are, she's probably one of my least favorites, but obviously I still like her. I like the Zombabies set was pretty cool. I think they're all pretty neat for the most part. But she is one of the more common ones, but, you know, I never had one till now, obviously, but she is still pretty neat. And like I said, I never seen this exact one in person, so it's pretty cool. She first came out in 2006, and I believe she was sold up until 2009. 2006, there were only 3 Zombabies. She was one of the 3, and then 2007 to 2008, they released a lot more, and so on. But yeah, quick little review of her. She has a real wig, so she has actual hair. Some of the Zombabies out there have sculpted hair, but most of them did have wigs. But yeah, there is another one I do have. I don't have it like with me currently. It's in another room, but it's called Zomboy Zombaby, and that one came out like 2 years after she was released. And it's honestly like a boy version of her, so I think they pair really nicely because it's a zombie boy, and they have pretty similar details, I'd say, at least color-wise, and yeah. But she's pretty neat. I don't know what year it is. It's hard to say because this one does not have a tag. But I will say, when these released during the industry era, they're pretty neat because they had a little like coffin hang tag. So it was in the shape of coffin, and it said like description about Zombabies, and it had the Zombaby name. So yeah, but all we know is this one could be anywhere from 2006 to 2009. So yeah, but she's pretty neat. She has no dry rotting at all, which is excellent. and she's actually stuffed pretty well. She's just filled with like plush stuffing. It's not like foam filled. No, that's how all Zombabies were, but yeah, it's pretty neat. So this one's nice to add to the collection, and I finally have one. I gotta say, she's not bad in person, but yeah, I'll give you a little close up. You can see her little doll there. So yeah, why don't I put her aside, and then I can go like do a better up close shot of her so you can see all of her details. All right, so here's Iris. Showing her better now. So you can see she just hangs by a little rope inside of her. Just like that. That's how they all Zombabies are. See her details. She's got blood on her. A couple of what looks like warts or something. Make her look creepy. Her eyeballs popping out. And that's exactly how the tabletop Iris is. Exactly like that eyeball. Except when they made one with it being animated, I believe the eyes lit up as well. So the eyes will glow. This is just a static hanging prop made of all latex. And then, like I said, just a wig on there. She has pigtails. Yeah, she's got a shirt on. You can see she has like a gray diaper. And then she's holding a little doll there. Yeah, kind of looks like a voodoo doll. I gotta say that I know it's not like anything too special, I should say, but the detail, I guess, is pretty nice on her. Yeah, like I said, it's stuffed pretty well. There's her feet. I do like how they covered it or colored her nails, because a lot of props, they really don't go in detail with coloring prop nails, but that's a nice touch. It's like a nasty yellow type color. And I'll try to do a back view of her as well. So here's the back of her. You can see she just has little ropes for her pigtails there. And you can see it is a wig. And then there's a little thing attached to the wig, just says made in China on there. But the back doesn't really have too much detail, but that's what the back says. There's no markings on her, but it's clear that she is Morbid, and plus she's in the catalog, so yeah. Morbid didn't really put labels on a lot of their items, like sculpted in it wise, unless they had like a tag, but yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the Iris Zombaby. Obviously the name Iris does come from this hanging eyeball here. Morbid had some pretty unique names along with their props back in the day. And thanks again to Jaden for sending me this. And if you guys are curious about any other Zombabies Morbid made back in the day, if you go to my channel, I made a video a few years ago about the Morbid Industries Testnet catalog. There was a page in that showing all the Zombabies, and a lot of them are pretty cool. Some of them are more rare than others, but yeah, and like I said, she's one of the more common ones, but she's still pretty cool. But yeah, I think that's pretty much all I say. She's just like a little hanging latex prop, but still neat for what she is. And yeah, it's glad to be back making videos since I haven't for a few months. So hopefully I'll get some more content out there for you guys soon, especially since it is summer and, you know, the Halloween season will be here before we know it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.